What I'm about to reveal is going to make a lot of people rethink whether they can handle the Modern Warfare 4 campaign or not. And respectfully, we are not ready for Modern Warfare 4. You, me, that guy over there, none of us are ready for Modern Warfare 4. And we're not ready for the scale, we're not ready for the twists and betrayals, and I didn't believe it at first, but today's official Losing Ground first look, stacked on top of an Infinity Ward press event, make one thing obvious. This is not a normal Call of Duty campaign. So if you watched any of my videos before, you will know I'm a Call of Duty nerd. Let's dive into it. I'm not talking about graphics here, I'm not talking about multiplayer. Infinity Ward is building Modern Warfare 4's campaign as a return to big war. About half large-scale war levels, half tactical, Russia, Korea, New York, and a new Korean conflict they say can pull the world into fire. Set after Modern Warfare 3. And that's the frame. But inside that frame is the reason multiple people are going to freeze mid-mission. The campaign is not one straight price lane. It's not following Task Force 141. It's multiple massive stories running at the same time that are built to collide. Let's start with what dropped today. Call of Duty officially uploaded a first look at the campaign of Modern Warfare 4 in a mission called Losing Ground. And there's a couple of things in field language here that I want to talk about. They say that there's still civilians in the area to keep pushing to the cafe, and they're on a bridge getting attacked by an enemy helicopter. This is the first mission of Modern Warfare 4. It's not a quiet infill, it's a city literally tipping over while you're trying to hold the rules of engagement and fight to help civilians. And campaign early access is already in the air, October 16th. They're not just teasing a cutscene, they're inviting campaign players early because we will need a week to prepare ourselves for the full multiplayer and DMZ experience. But here's the key, a war sequence alone is hype, but a war sequence plus 3 front story machine underneath it is why we're not ready. Because at Infinity Ward's press event, they revealed that you will play on 3 fronts in the Modern Warfare 4 campaign. You will play as Captain Price and his rogue unit, doing dastardly things, and he knows he's being a villain. You will play as Park in South Korea, working alongside Dunn, trying to stop the North Koreans. And the third front that we just discovered is that you will play as a North Korean trying to aid the South Koreans and defect to South Korea. Those 3 storylines are going to converge into a grand finale. And they're not side content, they're not Price's guest chapter. These 3 paths are designed to smash into each other. And they even described an open world style mission where South Korean forces are trapped behind enemy lines in North Korea. Not a mission set in North Korea, behind enemy lines. And it's an open world mission. Once a unit is trapped, every extract, every silent ally, every bad call stops feeling like pacing and starts feeling like panic in the Modern Warfare 4 campaign. Because half the campaign is going to overwhelm you with war and this constant fighting going on while you're only playing a small role. And the other half is about tactics and betrayal. Your brain is busy surviving, and that's when the twist hit. That density alone is enough to shock a lot of people. But there's even more. The character fracture. Straight from Infinity Ward's framing via Mark Grigsby, who's the co-head of Infinity Ward. Captain Price is a rogue agent. His own way, his own terms, and much to the chagrin of the United States government and his old Task Force 141 allies, he's going to do dastardly things. Things against the rules, out of the system, and make his own rules in the process. Modern Warfare has trained us to treat Price as the North Star and the compass of what should be done in a war. And this campaign is going to take all of that away within the second mission. They quite literally tell us in this press event that Price is doing villainous things. He knows he's doing villainous things that will put him against Task Force 141, and he doesn't care. He needs to accomplish his mission. And the question stops being, will Price finish the mission? It becomes, what happens when the mission and the man who used to define the mission no longer match? And Price is off the leash. Somebody still has to hold the old one. And if you're already getting information out of this, make sure you hit like so this video gets shown to more people because it really helps out the channel. But confirmed so far, we have Price is rogue, against government pressure, at odds with his old 141 allies, and there are 3 fronts that will collide to tell the story. But there's something else. Gaz and Ghost aren't just cameos in Modern Warfare 4. They are the pressure system, the hunt, integrity chasing the man who broke his unit. For years, the fantasy has always been simple. You are 141. And now, Modern Warfare 4 flips that. You can still love Price, but he's not the Price that you were expecting. But when you start putting it together, you have one front that is a Korean war grinding cities to dust like losing ground. You have an entire battle that's taking place in an open world setting, trapped behind enemy lines, and this is all just Park and his squad. Then you have Price writing his own rules, smuggling a weapon of mass destruction across the world, and Gaz and Ghost are being told to go hunt down Price. Wow, like that alone is a lot. But one of the things that Infinity Ward revealed at the press event is that there are missions in Modern Warfare 4 that will take place in Russia and in North Korea. But you're playing as a North Korean. The defector in Modern Warfare 4 was just basically revealed to us the other day on Saturday at the press event, when all the articles started coming out. And they detail that you will play as a North Korean trying to defect after disagreement with the Supreme Leader. But this North Korean defector will be in both Russia and North Korea at different parts of the campaign. And now the defector is really interesting from one specific aspect. We have Captain Price, who's outside the rules, smuggling weapons of mass destruction, trying to do something in Korea. We have the South Koreans fighting a full-out war with North Korea. And then within North Korea, you have a defector, somebody who doesn't agree with the Supreme Leader, who wants to change what's going on. And on top of that, the campaign will follow his story in addition to this, revealing intel about what's really going on with Russia and North Korea and South Korea in this whole war. And that's a third different angle, on top of Price being a villain, South Korea fighting against North Korea in a massive war, and within that, North Koreans are trying to defect to South Korea and provide intel to them. And the fronts are built to converge. The finale stops being who's the best fighter, who has the bigger weapon, and it becomes what are you willing to give up to save your people. Price has had to give up the entirety of everyone he's ever trusted and cared about. Task Force 141, Soap is dead. Gaz is now hunting down his old mentor. Ghost is hunting down Price. But Price is giving up all of that in order to accomplish his goal. Park in South Korea has to give up who he thought he would be because now a war is broken out and he is required to fight for his country. And all he wants to do is keep his guys alive. But he has to give up part of himself in order to save other people. And then in North Korea, you have to play as the defector, giving up everything that you've ever known and loved and the people you cherished and called your friends in order to provide intel to another country so they can stop a war. And maybe, if you are lucky, you get to go back to North Korea and not get killed. And Call of Duty has trained us to cheer for good guys and dislike bad guys, but in Modern Warfare 4, every line is blurred. Everything is bigger than we could have possibly imagined, and people are not going to be ready for it. Modern Warfare 4 is going to break everything we thought we knew about a Call of Duty campaign. And mark my words, these paths, the twists, the turns, the war itself are going to be much bigger than we could have ever imagined, and we are not ready for this. But it's a good thing. We had these expectations of Call of Duty games. I even made a video a couple years ago about how Call of Duty games all have the exact same plot structure. And Modern Warfare 4 has wiped everything we can expect about Call of Duty's campaigns off the boards. We're not ready for the twist. We're not ready for the war. We're not ready for what Price will become. But if you think you're ready, tell me in the comments, or let me know what you thought about all these different parts of the campaign that have slowly started stacking together. Hit a like if you stayed to the end, subscribe if you haven't yet, and until next time, I am IceBurgz, your Call of Duty informant. Stay frosty.